State Fair is here on Friday. There's a big change this year. The fair will be open fewer days to cut down on losses. The problem? Vendors who set up booths at the fair are still paying full fare, and they're complaining. But as News 13's Crystal Gutierrez reports, fair officials say it could have been worse.
There are mixed reactions down Vendor Row about this year's State Fair schedule. The usual 17-day run was chopped to 13. On Mondays and Tuesdays, the gates will be closed and booths will be empty.
We're going to lose probably a couple thousand, maybe more in sales.
Monday and Tuesday were really slow for the vendors. It was not hardly worth us coming in.
State Fair officials say the closures will help make up for years of lost revenue. Attendance dropped 12% from 2007 to 2009. They say they thought about the vendors too.
By closing on those slow days, we cut significant overtime, hopefully save the vendors some overhead, some labor costs themselves.
George Rodriguez says bigger vendors with more employees may benefit, but his refreshment booth won't.
Just Marion and I, and that's it, you know, we're the employees, you know, so it's not going to help us any.
And while he's still optimistic, other vendors are not. Several other vendors are even more upset about booth rental fees. While the fair is cutting the number of days they'll be selling, they didn't lower the fees they'll be paying. One vendor told me the money he will lose would cover his space fee. State Fair officials say, hold on a minute.
You know, we haven't raised vendor rates since 2005. And that was one of the options.
Fair officials say they considered bumping up fees for vendors and raising admission costs, but decided that wasn't the way to go. Still, not everybody is happy.
About 50-50. Some say it's going to hurt and some say it's going to help them.
Crystal Gutierrez, KRQE News 13.
Depending on the size and location of the booth, vendors pay anywhere from a couple $100 to $1,500 to set up shop during the State Fair. It's the first time in almost 30 years the fair won't run for 17 straight days.